Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for Virgo. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Virgos, please. All right, so we have the Ace of Wands. All right. Your person is also showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They're viewing you as the Four of Swords. Ooh, Virgo, you're going to feel like home to this person. And the connection, we see the Star card written in the stars, a healing connection, wish fulfillment. Oh, Virgo. All right, and we see the Queen of Cups. So this person could have water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. They may also have Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Ace of Wands tells me this is most likely someone brand new, somebody very sexy, very attractive. And with the Queen of Cups here, this is somebody creative, loving, nurturing, and intuitive. Ooh, I think this is going to be like a body, mind, and spirit type connection here, Virgo. All right, let's see what else we need to know about this person. We see the Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this person may be at a distance from you, Virgo, whether that's currently or maybe they travel for a living, or they're in a different city, state, or country. But I love that we have the Three of Wands and the Ace of Wands, the Four of Wands. Stability, potential for a higher level of commitment, marriage even. All right, and we see the Three of Swords. Okay, so some of you, there could be some sort of third-party energy blocking this connection currently. So it could just be that they're really upset that you two are at a distance from one another. I mean, some of you, this person could be deployed, or they work in another city, state, or country, or they travel frequently. But there could be some sort of third party here that's blocking this connection, at least initially. Now, obviously, that can be a romantic rival or something like that. But for a lot of you, I feel like it's more distance than anything else. And we see the Eight of Swords in reverse. So you are going to be really in your head about this connection, because it's like this is your perfect person, right? In so many ways, they're so perfect for you, but there's something about the circumstances here, Virgo, that don't allow you to come together initially or in the way that you want. It is also possible with this Three of Swords that this is somebody who's experienced some sort of loss. So if, whether they're at a distance from you or not, they could have experienced recently a broken heart, whether it's the loss of a loved one, or they've experienced some type of deep betrayal or heartache. Now that can be in another connection, but it could also be with like a family member or a really good friend or something like that. All right, so let's see what else my Virgos need to know about this person. But I see this being a very healing connection. So whatever this person has been through, Virgo, it's like you feel like home to this person. And you're not going to have to put in work to heal this person. Just your presence, just being with them, just this connection is going to feel very healing for them. Yeah, good. I'm glad. I mean, I'm not glad that they're mourning, but I like this confirmation that it's not so much that there's a third party romantic rival blocking this connection, but most likely it's heartbreak or some type of betrayal. So they've experienced loss and they're in a period of recovery. Okay, this person may be an entrepreneur, Virgo. This is someone who put their ideas to work for them. They may work hard, but they're investing in their future. Now we see your ex. Some of you, that could be the case. But for a lot of you, this person might be a widow or a widower. Okay, or they could have an ex around them that might be trying to block this connection. Someone they might have to co-parent with. So there is something that's a little bit less than ideal about the situation this person is in. And we see your business, a business owner. So they invest effort and creativity into personal fulfillment and wealth. Okay, so again, this person's an entrepreneur, a business owner. I feel they're quite successful. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's stable and secure, somebody who's grounded. All right. But there's something there about that Three of Swords around this person. But the outlook of this connection is actually really, really good. So the Queen of Pentacles is someone who takes good care of herself, someone who takes good care of her house, her home, her finances, her body. All right, yep, this is somebody trustworthy. They're going to be open and honest with you, Virgo. Okay, somebody reliable, somebody people depend on. This person may be taller than average, so taller than, the average person, or taller than the people you normally date. But this is a really specific message that's not going to resonate with all of you, but it will be confirmation for some of you. All right, my lovely Virgos, so just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right, and you would be shocked. So there's going to be something here that's shocking or surprising about this person, or about how they come towards you, or how you meet. And we see artistic, so we do get this creative energy. So they enjoy working with their hands, putting their ideas to work. They might enjoy art, music, just somebody who's creative. And I do feel like they're quite abundant here, Virgo. All right, so let's see what else we need to know. What else do my Virgos need to know about this person? Okay, so we see house energy in reverse. Some of you, this person may work in real estate. Some of you, they don't own their own home, they rent, or they've recently had to sell a property or sell a home, or if there was a divorce or separation, they may have, given that to the ex, or, lost that with their ex. We see main male energy in reverse. So some of my Virgos, there's something here about this person's circumstances where they're a little bit worried about stepping up into that main person energy initially. Okay, and I feel like it has to do with their stability. Even though I do think that this person is stable and secure, whatever this loss is, it might be tied into their financial stability. And so it's like they're a little bit nervous about being able to be as dependable as they want to for you. Okay, and I feel like that's just in the beginning. And we see imprisonment. Yeah, so for some of you, this person may have a history with the law, but for others of you, again, this person might feel a little bit stuck in a situation. So maybe they need to sell a house in order to move, or they need to liquidate assets in order to come towards you, or they're waiting for some sort of contract to be resolved. They're waiting to end a contract that keeps them overseas, or keeps them working all the time, or has them feeling a little bit miserable. Okay, but that doesn't mean that they're not going to do that. All right, because we do see mature man. And just a reminder that my readings are not gender specific, but some of the cards that I use are. So I do feel like this person is mature. I think they're wise. I feel like this person is really strategic. So even if they're not in like the perfect place, or they're not where they want to be, whether that's financially or emotionally here when you meet them, this is somebody that's going to take active steps, or they're going to be real with you, Virgo, and be like, look, I need to wrap up this divorce first, or I'm stuck over here with a job that I don't like, or I'm waiting for this contract to end. Whether it's seasonal, or it's something that kind of creates distance between the two of you. So I don't feel like this is a hopeless situation at all, because we see the relationship defined by the Star card, Aquarius energy. So it's written in the stars, but it may require patience. It may require playing the long game here. Okay, now there's an emotional connection, there's a physical connection. This person offers stability and security, even if they're not exactly where they want to be, or they have some regrets about not being as stable as they like to be. Okay, but I do see that this is somebody who's, with that mature man energy, or mature energy, not male or female, doesn't matter, is like somebody who has wealth, knowledge, and a plan. Okay, so this is not somebody who stays stuck. All right, and we see they may have an imperfection in their speech. That could come from speaking another language. That could be like a small stutter or a little slur or something. They have a tendency to be forgetful or late at times. That often comes along with that energy of creativity, right? Somebody who gets lost in their art, somebody who gets lost in their work. They will be the one to pursue you, Virgo. They're going to be the one to step up and ask you out. and your paths will cross when a holiday is in season. So maybe your paths already crossed during holiday season, but I also see that there could be some sort of celebration that brings you two together. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like a bank holiday or, Christmas or New Year's or something like that. It can be like a birthday party. It can be, celebrating a raise or a promotion, a wedding or an engagement. And we see that this person has an unusual hair feature. Usually, to me, that indicates somebody who comes from a different background or has a different hair texture than you. But it could also be that this person just, does something different with their hair. I do feel like it's something you'll find is cool or elegant, stylish. All right, they're viewing you as the Four of Swords. So they meet you, Virgo, when you're in chill mode. Okay, and the Four of Swords to me is also an indication that you feel like home to this person. You're going to really calm this person's nervous system. Like they just love being around you. I just feel this is going to be a real healing connection. All right, the Knight of Swords, they see you as honest. They see you as direct, forthright, authentic. You know what you want, you go for it. Okay, you don't really keep secrets here, Virgo. And the King of Cups in reverse, but they are a little bit worried that most likely due to whatever their circumstances are, whatever is blocking them from moving forward here initially, is that you're not going to give emotionally or you're not going to invest emotionally in this connection. And some of my Virgos, you might not be so sure. It's like, I'm going to hold back, I'm going to watch, I'm going to wait. Because again, there is something here that creates, some anxiety about moving forward with this person. Again, there's some less than ideal circumstances around them. But the Star card is saying this is written in the stars. This is something that maybe it's been a long time coming. This is wish fulfillment. This does not feel like a fly-by-night ephemeral connection, although, in the beginning you might kind of think it is, or they're worried it is. All right, and we see Midas and Miser. So what they love about you, Virgo, is your entrepreneurial spirit. And we see that they have that as well. So you both are going to understand each other, right? It's like entrepreneurs are a little bit rebellious by nature, not afraid to take risks. And they see that you have an ability to turn anything into gold, but you also delight in sharing life's riches. Okay, beautiful. And we see the Alchemist, Virgo. There's magic around you for this person. So transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. I feel like this person really respects you. In fact, they may come to you for advice. They may initially, that might even be how you meet. They might come to you for some sort of advice or be a client or something. Or maybe they're trying to sell a home and you work in real estate or something. But they see you as, like, they really highly respect you for what you do, what you've done, for your business acumen. So I feel like that's really important for both of you. And we see healer energy. Oh, Virgo, they see you as having a passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, and ability to help transform pain into healing. I don't know why I just heard this, but I don't know if some of you are worried about this. This person's not a bum. I want to be really clear. Like, I feel like they have stability. I feel like, despite what they're going through, like they still have stability. And they feel like, and they feel like a really calming presence around you. And like I said, some of you, they might come to you for some sort of service, or they might come to you for some sort of advice, whether it's just, a friend recommends them to talk to you because you've been in a similar situation, or you handle home loans, or maybe some of you work in energy healing or massage or, in medicine, like whatever it might be. I feel like this person just highly respects you. Really, really respects you. Okay. So we see the Star card, Aquarius energy. So written in the stars, healing connection. I feel like, despite maybe some uncomfortable circumstances, that this really is wish fulfillment. But, Virgos, you're going to hold back. You're going to watch and wait and see, because there's something very special about this person and about this connection. But at the same time, there's something less than ideal around the circumstances, whether that's distance, whether that's them going through a divorce, whether that's their financial situation, their working situation. All right, and we see navigating uncertainty. So we get this confirmation, Virgo, that this connection moves through unknown territory and clarity develops with time. Yeah, so this is not an instant gratification connection, but it's a powerful one, okay? And we see balancing independence and intimacy. This connection asks you to hold space for selfhood and closeness equally. And again, that may also be because you two can't really be together in the beginning the way you would like to. Or, or you have to work on this friendship before the rest flows, even though I think there's a really strong sexual chemistry between the two of you. But I also feel like this is one that like you're not going to be able to move quickly into this union, and so that's where you really do get this ability to hold space for selfhood and closeness. I think you guys get to know each other over time. I actually think feelings deepen and blossom because of that. All right, and maybe because of distance as well, like physical distance. And this connection invites emotional openness. Courage is required to stay present. So this is not a connection for the faint of heart. I'm going to say that. It is not a connection for the faint of heart. And we see curious and open. This person approaches connection with curiosity rather than assumption, and growth matters to them. Okay, beautiful energy here, Virgo. All right, so... And I don't feel like, I don't know why I just heard this, but I don't feel like this person is a project. I mean, we see that mature energy coming from them, but it's like you meet them at a point in time where things are less than stable, or they are a little bit blocked by something, or a couple of things, right? And so it kind of feels like when the dust settles, when the fog clears, it makes way for this connection. But it's like it's Spirit's way of kind of slowing it down and helping you kind of get to know each other in another capacity before it's full-on romantic union. All right, so let's see what we need to know about this connection for my Virgos. Marriage. Some of you will end up married to this person. All right, some of you, this person is in the middle of a divorce or liquidating assets as well. Okay, forever young. So there's going to be a song of youthful playfulness. So a playful, free, fun connection. I mean, that's the energy that's going to bring you two together, really. And you are worthy. Your worth doesn't depend on the other person. And we see that balancing independence and intimacy. So you're going to realize, Virgo, like, I don't really need this person, right? I don't think you really need anybody, but you want them because they add some value to your life. They're special. It feels good. It feels right apart from these initial circumstances. And again, we get an unexpected connection. So it's, this person's going to shock and surprise you. I think the connection is going to shock and surprise you as well. All right, let's see. Any important dates or times for my Virgos next week? So it may be as early as next week. And we also see the month of August. All right, Leo Virgo energy. I had a moment there. Leo Virgo energy. So some of you may be August Virgos. All right, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you so much love and light. Take care.